Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Sanch here, your host here on the Bodybuilding News Network. Thank you for everyone who let me know that the audio is jacked up on the last video. I genuinely appreciate it. But we're going to go ahead and talk about Bo Lewis in this video, a 212 Olympian competitor. Last year, he placed in the top 10. Or was it 2 years ago? And then this year, outside the top 16, unfortunately. And I wanted to wonder, exactly why that happened. If it was just, too much competitors, too many, really talented guys got in the mix and he kind of got lost in the shuffle, or if maybe he didn't show up in shape as much as he did at the Chicago Pro, where he won the qualification. So let's go ahead and dig into this. We have the footage from the most recent Olympia here, courtesy of Giles Co. Productions. Did the amazing 8K footage. And I really like what he did with the footage here. The quality, it's just phenomenal. But talking about Bo, Totaro's with me right now, if you can hear him purring. But I thought he brought really good conditioning in the legs. And unfortunately, that seems to be where a lot of people are critiquing him, is they're saying from the front, his legs just aren't as thick. They seem pretty thick to me. Maybe it's the posing. He kind of does that straddled horse stance. So maybe if he does a more quad focused one, maybe does like a Jay Cutler stomp on one and then pushes the quad sweep out. Maybe that'll help a little bit. I'm not too sure. I'm not a professional, just a commentator. But overall, I thought the presentation was very similar to what he brought to Chicago. He looked just as full, just as conditioned. He could have been a tad bit harder, in my opinion, when we look at the Chicago. Oh, right here. When we look at the Chicago Pro footage, the lighting obviously is much better. It really highlights his physique better, shows more lines, shows the conditioning. You're going to see a lot of the striations pop because of the Chicago Pro's lighting compared to the Olympia. And that's also probably a huge reason why the Olympia is going back to Orlando, is I think they're going to have a little bit more control over the venue as they are building the entire venue at that Orlando Expo Center. They're able to build the stage, do the lighting the way they want to, instead of just falling in on a pre-built Zappos theater. So those are my thoughts. But that back shot right there was phenomenal. He looks very wide. Again, talking about the conditioning and the lines, the detail you can see. I just think he brought a really, really good package to Chicago. He also brought a good package to, I believe it was Texas and the Puerto Rico Pro. And the Puerto Rico, he barely missed an Olympia qualification there. So he had a really good season last year. This is a recent physique update from him. Bo actually, or Mr. Dietrich, actually tagged me. So thank you, good sir. And that helps me know that you guys want videos, is when pros and athletes tag me for conversations and topics. But he is, it looks like, in the off season. I'm not sure what show he's thinking of doing. I'm sure he wants to take some time off of the supplements and the super hard training and let the body rest. And I'm sure he'll hop into something like the Tampa or the Texas, as he's usually historically, he's done those shows to include the Chicago Pro. But that's it. Good luck, Bo Lewis, in the off season. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you want to see next on the channel. I'm your host, Josh Sanch, here on the Bodybuilding News Network. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.